I went with Akira to Makoto and Haru's campus earlier. We were checking out programs and talking about careers and stuff.
Did anything interest you?
Sort of. I'd like to be a coach someday, but being there got me thinking. Maybe you'd get it, since you play shogi. We're lucky, right? We're good enough at something we love to actually make a living from it. But doesn't it ever feel kind of weird that everyone already knows what you're gonna be?
What do you mean?
Makoto, Haru, Akira, they've all got insane grades. They could pick pretty much any job they wanted. Me? I'm always gonna be the track guy. I've never done well enough at anything else for there to even be a choice. I know complaining about being talented sounds stupid, but is it so weird to want a normal career sometimes? Or at least to know I could choose something else if I wanted?
No, I don't find that strange at all. I love shogi. I cannot imagine abandoning it. But there are times when I wonder whether I continue because I choose to, or because everyone has already decided that shogi is what I am. Being fortunate enough to have a path is not quite the same as choosing that path freely.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't saying I hate running or anything. I just want to feel like I'm the one deciding.
What did Akira-kun think?
Who knows? Apparently, some politician already offered him a position in his diet office. Can you imagine Akira working in politics?
Akira-kun at the diet?
Yeah, he says he ain't interested, but that's only because he ain't interested in anything these days besides Akechi's pretty face.
I find your face prettier.
Wait, I'm supposed to be saying stuff like that to you. You've got those killer eyes and that porcelain skin. You look like you walked straight out of some perfect romance anime. Like a princess or a queen.
Thank you, my king.
Your king? Huh, that sounds pretty nice. Kinda weird, though.
I don't find it strange. In shogi, every piece may be captured and returned to the board under a new player. Except the king. Once he is lost, the match is over. He is the one piece who can never be replaced.
One Piece? Whoa, you really can make anything sound intense, huh?
Was it too much?
No, I liked it a lot. Hey, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Well, Akira said something today about you and him, and it's kind of been bugging me ever since. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I think I just want to hear it from you, even if asking is super awkward.
I won't become angry or upset. You may ask me anything, and I promise I'll answer honestly.
Oh, okay, so you and Akira dated?
Uh...
I told you don't have to answer.
No, it's all right. Dated would not be the proper term, but we did become closer last year.
I see. So you two never,
Know what?
Kissed. Or did stuff.
No, nothing of that nature occurred.
Okay, good. That's perfect. Not perfect because you didn't, good for me. Not that I'm glad you didn't get to, forget it.
Ryuji.
Course, Akira only ever wanted Akechi anyway. His loss. What a nerd, huh? You know what he said when I asked about politics? That if he ever got elected, the first law he'd pass would be same-sex marriage. Which figures, because the guy's apparently planning his entire life and career around Akechi. And so, if I kiss you right now, is that gonna be your first kiss?
Yes.
Sweeties, I'm heading out.
How long are you gonna be gone?
May I come in?
Yeah.
I made some onigiri for you two. I'll leave them here. If you're still hungry afterward, there's leftover fried chicken in the oven. I should be back in 2 hours? Maybe 2.5.
Where are you going?
Curious, aren't we? I'm having a girls' night out with some of the nurses.
Thank you very much for the food. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Thank you, sweetheart. Keep an eye on my Ryuji for me, all right?
Mom.
Your mother's picking you up at 11, isn't she? I should be home before then, but if I'm not, please tell her I said hello.
I will. Thank you again.
A girls' night out? Aren't you a little old for that stuff?
Young man, I'm not even 40.
I didn't mean...
Besides, one of the nurses has apparently decided I need to meet her brother. You don't expect me to remain single for the rest of my life, do you?
Oh boy.
Have fun, you two, and don't do anything silly. Or at the very least, be responsible.
Mom!
Good night, sweeties.
I'm never recovering from this.
Your mother is lovely.
You wouldn't say that if you were the one dying right now. She's like that with everyone I invite here.
Do you often invite people over?
Oh no, just Akechi and you recently.
Keiichi-kun?
But, I don't want to think about Kichi right now. I don't want to think about anything else but you.
Then, perhaps we could continue our earlier conversation?
Oh, right.
She wanted to sync with me to prove our bond, and the watch apparently revealed that I didn't feel any happiness when telling her the truth. She also noticed how distressed I apparently was when stating that you only exist in this reality, and we're going to have to work to dismantle it. Believe it or not, she was equally upset by my unwavering feelings for you, as she was by your inevitable dark fate.
I suppose we'll have to see how it goes in Paris. My immediate priority is Ryuji, but the trip may interfere as its date approaches. I'm counting on you to answer any questions Yoshizawa may have, given her uncertain state.
I'll keep an eye on her too.
Thank you, Mona. As for Haru and Makoto...
Ah, I believe it is them. Come in.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Akechi. Amari.
Brr. Did someone leave the freezer open?
Futaba.
What? I'm establishing the atmosphere.
Thank you for agreeing to see us, Dr. Ishiki.
You made it rather clear that you wouldn't stop appearing at my laboratory until I did.
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
You had the police examine my surveillance footage.
I might put it somewhat like that.
Your restraint remains as impressive as ever, Wakaba-san.
Akechi-san.
Mr. Wright, I suppose this is where I congratulate you for being an exceptionally persistent nuisance.
I've been called worse.
Not by Seisan, I presume.
What does Seisan have to do
Can
with...
we save that for later? We brought Amari here for a reason.
Oh, you have a pet cat? In a laboratory.
I'm not a pet. Morgana isn't just any ordinary cat. He's a demigod, bearer of humanity's hope, and he speaks human language. You will address him properly.
Oh, of course. My mistake. Honored to make your acquaintance, Morgana-sama.
I don't need to be called like that, unless you really want to.
Oh? You accepted that awfully quickly, Mr. Lawyer.
Well, my closest friend can channel the spirits of the dead, and I once cross-examined a parrot. A demigod in the form of a talking cat is certainly unusual, but it isn't where I draw the line anymore.
Huh, I think I like this guy.
Your standards remain appallingly low.
You're one to talk.
Dr. Ishiki and Akechi-san, I know. You must be Futaba Ishiki.
Hacker, navigator, reality check provider, and the other half of the female population in this group, which is filled with a worrisome number of boys. But unlike 90% of the population here, you seem interested in someone of the opposite gender. That makes you the anomaly here.
Did I really educate you like that?
I said what I said.
Okay. And you must be Akira Kurusu, Akechi-san's, partner?
His boyfriend. Nice to meet you.
Akira is here because he possesses relevant knowledge. Neither our relationship nor his person are the subject of this meeting.
How disappointing.
Can we get on with this? I didn't come here to watch all of you show off how clever you are.
Then you have my sympathies. You've entered the worst possible room.
Before anyone explains anything, I need to make one point clear. With this many people present, I can't pretend this conversation is protected by ordinary attorney-client privilege. However, I will not disclose what I learn here without discussing it with Amari first, unless someone is in immediate danger.
Reasonable.
Amari, they may ask about what you told me. Do you still consent to that?
They already know more about my life than I do, apparently. Yes, tell them whatever you need to.
All right. You arranged this meeting, Akechi-san. You sent Iwao Amari to me. You allowed me to follow the trail here. If that was meant as an invitation, I'm accepting it. But I'm not agreeing to another conversation built from half-truths.
Very well. The discrepancies you've been investigating are neither administrative errors nor mass hallucinations. Reality has been altered.
Finally. How has it been altered?
By the will of Maruki Takuto, former counselor at Shujin Academy, and presently the possessor of an ability known as actualization.
Actualization?
The power to alter cognition and, consequently, in the current situation, force physical reality to conform to it.
You're saying one man changed the entire world by changing what people believe?
That is the simplified version.
The extremely simplified, tutorial mode, big friendly arrow version.
Maruki gained control of the collective unconscious. From there, he identified people's wishes and actualized them. Illnesses disappeared, careers changed, lost relatives returned. Inconvenient histories were rewritten along with the memories necessary to make the new lives seem natural.
The people who came back from the dead?
Were brought back through actualization.
My father, too? Is that what happened to him?
Yes.
You're certain?
Your father died 10 years ago. You wish that he had survived, attained the career he wanted, and given you the life you believed both of you deserved. Maruki granted that wish. He made your father the Minister of Home Affairs and altered your circumstances accordingly.
How could he know what I wanted? I'd never even heard of that guy.
Because everyone's desires gather in mementos.
So, did the cat god just speak?
You get it. I'll be the interpreter, don't worry.
Mementos, the palace of the general public. A cognitive world formed from humanity's shared unconscious.
He says, it's because everyone's desires are in mementos, the shared unconscious of humanity.
I see.
She's obviously playing a prank on you. Don't tell me you believe a cat can talk.
I'm just making a few rapid adjustments to my understanding of reality, and so should you, Amari.
Don't worry, it gets worse.
In short, Maruki did not need to meet you, Amari. Once he acquired control of mementos, he gained access to desires on a global scale.
And no one noticed the world changing because he changed their memories as well?
Precisely. A contradiction only feels like a contradiction if you remember both versions.
Yet all of you do.
Slippery slope. Turning on headphones.
Not all of us remembered from the beginning. Akira and I retained knowledge of the former reality, while the others recovered it later through various means.
You knew all this time. Then, you knew my father had been dead for 10 years. You knew none of what I was living was supposed to exist.
I didn't know you specifically, but yes, I knew what Maruki had done.
I mean, after you met me at the agency, you bastard! You worked for Shido. How could you not know who the Minister of Home Affairs is supposed to be? And if you knew, why did you let this guy, Maruki, do what he did? How do you know all this anyways?
Because Akira and I confronted Maruki before this reality was fully established. The more divisive question is how, despite knowing what would happen, we allowed him to proceed.
Is it me, or did the tension just get a lot thicker all of a sudden?
Heh, it comes with them. It's a passive they trigger whenever they're together in public. You'll get used to it.
Ah, well, I wouldn't want to start a quarrel in the middle of such expensive equipment. Right now, I want to understand why Amari suddenly remembered his original life when everyone else remained unaware. Amari said the change happened on October 2nd. One moment, he was the manager of the agency and the minister's son. The next, he remembered that his father was dead and that he was only a trainee.
Yeah.
According to Dr. Ishiki, you were engaged in an experiment involving the cognitive world around the same date, Akechi-san.
It was not merely an experiment. We entered the cognitive world through my dreams.
Okay, and what happened there?
Whoa, this guy's ability to accept anything is astounding.
Everything makes a lot more sense if the cognitive world exists. Given how little I knew, I'll accept whatever you give me and pursue the truth as I always do, based on facts, cross-examinations of statements, and evidence.
So much happened that day. Initially, we were supposed to go in and out to verify Akechi's extraordinary revelation. However, because of my careless scientific curiosity, we lingered too long in an open space and got ambushed by shadows.
Shadows?
Shadows are... ugh, right. Please explain.
Cognitive manifestations of human desires. It seems they're now mostly controlled by Maruki and take the form of doctors.
It wasn't your fault, Mom. And that was far from the worst of it. Then we lost our demigod of hope. We also got lost in a room that could suck up our memories. Luckily, or unluckily, we were given an antidote that brought them back.
An antidote that gives memories back? A room that sucks them up? So you messed with something in the collective unconscious and that's what messed with my head that day?
No. The more I thought about that moment, one of the shadows in particular felt eerily familiar.
Who triggered the alarm? I was on break, for heaven's sake. What? It can't be! Have you been tricking me all along?
I remember you mentioning something like that.
Win? Ha, those were weaklings. I convinced one to join my cause, and for some reason, he felt familiar.
Yeah, me too. Wasn't it the shadow that we tricked into considering the autumn uniform?
What you're all saying makes no sense. Explain!
I see. One of Maruki's attendants confronted us in the form of a doctor. When challenged, it transformed into a Belphegor, and it had a voice and personality quite similar to yours, Amari. You're so weak! A waste of time.
Wait, please. I don't want to die.
That's really what you want? Hereward, call of truth. But if this Belphegor was in fact your shadow, then...
A what, sorry?
Belphegor. A demon. Big horns, spiky tail, sits on a toilet.
You're telling me my mental breakdown involved this thing?
Repels curse, weak to fire, irritable personality, who enjoys serious, to-the-point answers.
Belphegor was associated with sloth, discovery, and getting rich through inventions. Honestly, the promotion obsession tracks.
Akechi-san, you said you recognized the Shadow's voice?
It sounded familiar. I couldn't place it at the time.
You worked for me for weeks. How could you not place my voice?
I've learned that voices can be fickle. Also, I spent most of that time attempting not to listen to you.
What did you do to that shadow? Anything that could explain or prove that it was linked to Iwao Amari?
I used Hereward's call of truth on it.
Hereward?
My persona, a manifestation of my rebellious will.
Naturally.
Hereward's power can cut through alterations to a person's cognition. Ugh, Futaba, explain.
So Mona says that when Akechi uses the call of truth on someone in the cognitive world, like he did for our friend Yusuke, their original memories return and they can see the real world as it is. After that, Maruki can't alter them again.
Indeed. I also use it to release shadows from Maruki's control and recruit them to fight for me. That's what happened with that particular Belphegor. It ceased resisting, said something about being scared to die and wanting to fight for the truth by my side instead.
That sounds awfully like a death threat to me.
No, Goro doesn't threaten to kill anyone. He just does. Should he fail to do so, it would indicate that you have surpassed him. That claim can only be made by one person.
All right. So to
I
get
hate you
back
with
on
a
the right
passion,
track and put the
yet I love
killing
you almost
issues
as
behind
much.
us, the facts
Want to try
are
a
clear.
tactical
The
retreat?
call of
Show me these
truth on that
complex
cognitive
feelings.
being
No.
happened at
We can be
approximately
back in
the
5
same
minutes.
time that
No.
Amari's
I have
altered
smoke
life
bombs.
shattered.
No. Wait, what?
We assumed the doctors were autonomous cognitive constructs.
Because they didn't look human, right? A person's individual shadow normally resembles them.
But Maruki actualized wishes by working upon individual cognition through mementos. These doctors may not be independent creatures at all. They could be interfaces, cognitive nodes connected to specific people in reality.
You did this to me.
It remains a hypothesis.
You took everything from me.
Amari,
Fucking coward. You knew the thing sounded familiar. I told you the exact date my life shattered. You were the one interrogating me. You knew that you messed with humanity's mind the same date, and you didn't think to tell me. You'd rather send me to some lawyer who was as lost as I was, doubting my own sanity for weeks, before you finally decide that my entire life is worth a moment of your time? I thought you said you weren't like your father. As I said, birds of a feather.
Careful.
I used an ability I did not fully understand. It is possible that as a result, you suffered a permanent and devastating alteration to your life. I may be responsible for that, but I won't apologize for freeing you.
Freeing me? You bastard! You put me into this state. Undo it!
You don't, Call of truth is irreversible. Once your original cognition has been restored, Hereward protects it from being rewritten.
Then how do I get my father back?
The truth hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, the truth sucks. But it's still the truth. And changing it comes with costs, too. At some point, you'll have to ask yourself, do you really want someone else controlling your entire life forever? Trust me, I understand that you love your dad more than anything, but it's not that simple. It's not magic or time travel. It's brainwashing the entire world, letting him consciously do what he's doing. Isn't it super selfish?
I couldn't care less about being selfish. No one in this rotten society ever gave a damn about me or my father. He's all that matters to me. This world can burn for all I care.
It It might be difficult to convince him in this state, but Amari needs to at least understand that his father wasn't an isolated addition in his life either.
True. Maruki didn't just change your family situation, did he? He had to update your workplace, your co-workers, your home, government records, and everyone who knew you. He rewrote a whole network of people so your life would make sense.
And I was happy.
Happy? Were you really? Or were you just not miserable?
What difference does it make? I felt good, and I had a great time with him.
I think the heroes in this room are right. Maruki doesn't bring people genuine happiness, nor has he found the ultimate solution by giving them what they want. However, your father was real, and what's happening to you is extremely unfair.
Akira,
The people Maruki brought back breathe, think, and feel. Amari spoke to his father. He lived with him. He loved him. Whatever created that life, his loss is real.
Yeah.
a life contingent upon Maruki's continued permission.
Still alive.
Akechi-san, were you also brought back by Maruki?
My personal circumstances are irrelevant.
They're the entire reason this matters.
To you.
You were dead?
Almost certainly.
Then, if you destroy what Maruki created,
I may cease to exist, yes.
yet you still want to destroy it?
Yes.
And now you understand why no one in this room is impartial.
No one ever is. The law doesn't depend on people having no feelings or personal interests. If it did, we'd have run out of qualified judges, attorneys, and witnesses centuries ago. We use evidence, representation, and procedure because people are biased. And because irreversible decisions made in the middle of grief are usually disastrous.
Meaning what?
Meaning I strongly advise you not to ask this Maruki individual for anything tonight, Amari.
Oh.
I'm simply advising you as your attorney. If you still want to meet him after you fully understand the risks, that becomes another discussion.
But if there's ever a chance...
There isn't.
Yusuke's immunity doesn't mean Amari cannot try. Maybe it's about free will.
What do you mean?
Maruki revealed something to me recently.
Initially, I feared he was imposing his perspective on your friends, but it's not so straightforward. I'll spare you the cognitive science jargon, but essentially his power won't affect those who genuinely wish to remain here, happy within this reality. At least until now, those who have undergone this awakening have, in their very essence, acquiesced to it.
But I didn't acquiesce to it at all. I wasn't aware of anything going on.
But now that you understand both alternatives, what if Hereward doesn't actually force the original reality onto anyone? What if it only restores their ability to choose? That would explain why Yusuke remains immune, and it might mean Amari could choose Maruki's reality again.
That's preposterous. Hereward's powers ensure that his targets are protected from deception. This has nothing to do with free will or choosing what's favorable. Stop making things more complicated than they already are.
So instead of forcing the original reality onto people, Neo would only be returning their choice? Wouldn't that be way too convenient?
It is an intriguing theory, and one that would fit Akechi-kun's psyche. We would need to test it, but repeatedly shifting between incompatible memories and identities could cause severe cognitive damage. It's dangerous.
I can't even fathom why you're all considering this. Maruki isn't a neutral party from whom one requests a service, nor a harmless little switch. He is the person who violated the world's cognition in the first place, and yeah, he doesn't give a damn about your mental well-being.
Because you do?
I agree with the risks. However, I would still prefer to make certain Amari's capable of choosing his future before any of us announce that we've graciously chosen for him.
So reckless. I expected more rationality from someone whose entire life's purpose revolves around finding the truth.
The truth matters because people do. As a defense attorney, my purpose is helping those who have no one else to turn to. Maruki constructed Amari's life and removed Amari's knowledge that any alternative had existed, and Akechi-san...
Goro snapped Amari out of that life, then left him to accept that it had only been a worthless dream.
Well, whatever Akechi-san intended, Amari was left alone with nothing but distress and doubt. He tried to enter what he remembered as his home, was arrested for it, and is now facing charges. My responsibility is to make certain he isn't punished for reacting to a reality no one helped him understand. He deserves justice.
Going back to see Maruki and trying to get re-brainwashed isn't justice.
I never said...
I reveal the truth, and however disconcerting it may be, people can realize that something is wrong and make informed decisions. That's your so-called justice. Maruki manipulates people with a narrative of his own creation and calls it help. Happiness only in the form he approves of. If Amari wants to live in his own dream, he'll have to find a way that doesn't involve a madman rewriting everyone.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's easy.
Nothing is. Grow the fuck up.
I wouldn't expect you of all people to talk like that. That was cruel. Grief isn't immaturity, Akechi-san.
Neither is it permission to rewrite other people's lives. So stop presenting surrender to Maruki as though it were a legitimate treatment plan.
This is going nowhere.
What if the truth only makes someone suffer, Phoenix? Is revealing it still just?
Not automatically. People sometimes reveal painful truths for selfish reasons and call it honesty because that sounds nobler. But when a lie controls someone's identity, relationships, and future, concealing it becomes a form of custody.
Should we end the meeting here? We need time to plan tonight's trip.
There is another immediate concern. If our hypothesis about the Belphegor is correct, other shadows may be tethered to real people.
Meaning every time Neo uses Hereward on one, someone in reality might wake up screaming?
How many have you used it on?
Enough that the answer would not reassure you.
Then identifying those people should be our first priority.
I think I remember another case. Some guys a few weeks ago were talking about someone who snapped at their office or something in Shibuya.
And then Nakano just snapped. Came into the office yelling about how this world is fake, how God is messing with us. He even said his dead wife had come back to life and then disappeared again.
Wow, that's some next-level midlife crisis. What happened to him?
Got fired, of course. His rants were disturbing everyone. He was such a nice guy. I don't know what's got into him.
It might not happen with every shadow either. We would need to investigate these creepy treatment centers if we want to know more, since Maruki's shadow doctors aren't present in the Phantom Thieves' distortions.
We need criteria: voice, statements, behavior, the wish represented, precise time of exposure.
Then cross-reference it against unusual incidents in the real world. Breakdown reports, sudden resignations, missing person calls, people claiming the dead disappeared.
In the meantime, Akechi-san, I must ask that you stop using Call of Truth on unidentified shadows until we know whether they are linked to real people.
I will not surrender a necessary advantage when we're attacked.
If it is truly necessary to survive, then survive. But recruiting an enemy after defeating it is not the same as defending yourself.
He has a point. Besides, you weren't even using your other personas that much.
That's...
Will you agree?
Unless remaining in combat presents an immediate danger, yes.
Good.
Your satisfaction is strangely irritating.
Funny, Sei has said something similar.
Oh, has she?
That wasn't... I need everything you know about Takuto Maruki. His history, his abilities, his limitations, and what he wants. I also need an honest account of what will happen if his reality collapses, including what may happen to Akechi-san and everyone else he revived.
We do not know with certainty.
Then tell me what you suspect and distinguish it from what you can prove. In exchange, I'll examine the cases I've collected. I'll preserve the victims' testimonies and search for other people whose altered lives collapsed.
That would be valuable. However, Hereward's incidentals are not the primary reason I asked for your cooperation.
Incidentals. They are human beings whose lives have been torn apart.
And without my powers, they would stay puppets for the rest of their lives. However, my team's influence outside the cognitive world remains infuriatingly limited. We need a lawful means of acting against Maruki in the physical world.
You want me to have him arrested?
Eventually. More precisely, we need him physically contained. Ethics notwithstanding, the judicial system remains the most convenient means of keeping someone confined.
That isn't how this works. I understand the idea of bringing Maruki to justice, but I don't recall seeing rewriting reality with a persona anywhere in the penal code.
Because the cognitive world was kept secret until now, but what if it doesn't have to be? Before Maruki intervened, we were told that the metaverse would disappear. Supposedly, it should end with the man's downfall no matter what. Thus, I see no reason to keep it secret in order to stop him. The more people know about what's occurring behind the scenes, the weaker Maruki's hold may become.
The incidental needs to use the restroom, and frankly, doesn't care much about your grand plans right now. I need a moment to myself. May I?
I can go and keep an eye on him, don't worry.
Mona says he goes with him.
To find the restrooms, go down the corridor on the right.
Ugh, how low the mighty have fallen, being babysat by a cat.
You trust our demigod that easily?
Not really. I simply have faith in my client. So, you're asking me to prepare a case for a legal system that may not be capable of hearing it yet. I'm an attorney, Akechi-san, convincing the entire judicial system that another world exists beyond ordinary perception, one that only your group can access, as far as I understand, and that someone uses it to dictate everyone's happiness without their knowledge. It's impossible.
Yet, you do seem unusually fond of impossible cases.
Not nearly as much as people seem to believe. You're saying that locking Maruki away would prevent him from using his actualization powers? Doesn't he just need to dream like Akechi-san?
We still don't know exactly how Maruki enters and leaves the cognitive world, but he has to be physically within range of his targets to perform the initial actualization. He spent months traveling to expand his influence, and when Neo freed Yusuke, Maruki had to come all the way back to Japan to try and counter it. So if he were confined somewhere away from his targets, we might be able to act elsewhere without his interference.
It remains an extraordinarily wide range, large enough to impose a blanket effect across Japan. Worse, once a population has been actualized, it remains ensnared even after Maruki leaves, most likely through the treatment centers Akechi-kun encountered in the cognitive world.
But if we can loosen his control over the public and the institutions surrounding him, then physically isolate him before he can impose it again.
His entire operation becomes one confined man.
That is the theory.
With quite a few assumptions holding it together.
At present, assumptions are the only currency available to us. We merely need to convert them into evidence.
All right. I'll investigate the real-world consequences of Maruki's actions and determine whether there are lawful grounds to restrain him. But I won't fabricate charges or allow you to use a courtroom as a convenient holding cell for an enemy you cannot defeat elsewhere.
How righteous. I agree to your terms.
And Amari remains my client. He's not a bait, not a test subject, and not merely evidence against Maruki.
Very well.
Leader? Could your team have a word about this decision?
What is it?
Oh, nothing in particular. I'm just pointing out that the Phantom Thief's sense of unanimity went down the drain. Are you always deciding everything by yourself around here?
My team trusts me, and I trust them. If they disagree with me, they let me know.
Yep, we often do.
And what about Yusuke? He's not even here.
I texted Yusuke and he said he'd come here after he finishes something important. He'll be given a summary of everything that was said here. If he has a reason not to want us to associate with Mr. Wright, he's free to argue and we'll listen. For now, however, he most likely considered something else to be more pressing than this meeting, his loss. Is there something else, Akira?
No, sorry.
A relationship based on mutual respect and honesty? Can you imagine?
I really admire your leadership, Goro. There's an undeniable quality about you that just draws people in and makes them believe in you. I must admit, I'm somewhat envious.
Ahem. You could have kept Amari away from me. Instead, you gave me the trail that led here, knowing I might eventually investigate you as well. I don't know whether you're a good person, Akechi-san, but your actions indicate that you genuinely intend to set things right.
I am not a good person. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. We may have an agreement, but be careful not to misjudge whom you're dealing with.
Then, answer this. Are you deliberately withholding information from me about this situation? Specifically, information that I would need to know in order to do the right thing?
What a strange question. I suppose it's time for raw honesty. I have my own doubts about what the morally correct thing to do is. It's partly because I have doubts about the nature of the situation. This entire mess has caused quite a few existential crises. However, I trust your sense of justice. I have faith that you will be a powerful ally, and I want you by my side. If there's something you need to know, I'll tell you.
Great. That's all I need to move forward with you.
How remarkably cryptic.
You remind me of someone very dear to me, who also went down a dark path. They felt they didn't have a choice, and their pursuit of justice resulted in countless tragedies. The truth is, though, they just needed someone, anyone, to reach out to them, to be there for them. They became a truly admirable individual, deeply concerned about doing the right thing, and I trust them with my life.
Intriguing. If Maruki didn't tamper with your friend's tragic backstory, it suggests that your friend was equally content with the outcome. Or perhaps, such a remarkable change in him was provoked by Maruki and not by someone who reached out before it was too late. You will never know what really happened to him before you exit the illusion.
I see. We have a deal, Akechi-san.
Oh, musing out loud, sorry.
Speaking of which, if Maruki can read minds, wouldn't he know about this meeting? Unless I'm mistaken, I wasn't subject to the call of truth. What prevents him from erasing my memories of our collaboration or my investigation?
I'll explain in detail later, but no, you're not immune to his powers, yet. Your situation is similar to Dr. Ishiki's and Futaba's. As long as Maruki leaves you alone, you're fine.
That's not reassuring at all.
He has been monitoring us closely for months, and yet, here we are. We don't understand either, besides the fact that he really doesn't want to appear as the bad guy.
He thinks of himself as the hero.
If the matter is settled, we should conclude for tonight. We still need to prepare for the excursion.
Excursion?
We're diving into the cognitive world again tonight.
Tonight?
Yes.
The same cognitive world where you were attacked, disappeared for 2 days, nearly lost your memories, and may have accidentally shattered my client's entire life.
When compressed into a single sentence, it sounds somewhat irresponsible.
I assure you, it sounds irresponsible in as many sentences as you please. What are you going to do in that world?
We're going to investigate a distortion connected to Ryuji Sakamoto, one of our former associates.
Your friend?
And our friend. Maruki altered his life and memories, and we intend to make Ryuji see the world as it is once more.
Does Sakamoto know you're entering?
Not exactly.
So immediately after agreeing to pursue lawful means, you're entering someone's subconscious without his permission.
We're not going there to hurt Ryuji or act without his consent. We need to free him from Maruki's illusion so he can be himself again. Ryuji chose the true reality with us, and that's what he wants.
Mona says we aren't going to tamper with our Ryuji. Our friend fought against Maruki back then, alongside the team, and he never agreed to this reality in the first place, despite knowing what he would gain.
And what if he changed his mind since then? Would you know for sure?
Well, Akira related Maruki's hypothesis earlier. Unless Hereward's targets really want to be free, Call of Truth shouldn't work on them. I convinced Yusuke's cognitive counterpart, and I intend to make Ryuji see reason as well. But I'm rather confident.
Persuading someone inside a cognitive world they don't know you've entered is not the same thing as receiving their consent. And it doesn't change the fact that you're acting outside of the law.
He sounds somewhat similar to a certain Detective Prince I once encountered at the TV station, doesn't he?
You mean like an insufferable, righteous people-pleaser? Astoundingly, there's integrity in Mr. Wright's eyes. It seems not everyone has their sense of justice corrupted by the system, or he's hiding it well.
Who knows? In any case, I want an account of everything you encounter.
You are not our supervisor.
No, I'm the attorney you expect to construct a lawful case from evidence gathered in a supernatural world no court currently knows exists. Help me a little, would you?
If the lawyer can have that, let me make my case too. I'd love to read that report.
Yeah, I bet.
I can preserve the raw navigation data and send you our findings, if everyone agrees.
Thank you, Dr. Ishiki. And eventually, I'll need to see this cognitive world myself.
No.
That was quick.
You have no experience, no persona, no means of defending yourself. You would be an extraordinary liability.
But Dr. Ishiki entered without prior experience, didn't she?
And you have just heard how spectacularly that expedition deteriorated. If I don't let the former God Killer enter the cognitive world to help, I assure you there's a very good reason. No one without a persona goes in there again.
God Killer. Something tells me that I shouldn't ask. Then, we should leave you to prepare for now. Amari has been given more than enough to process for one evening.
You can say that again.
Thank you again, Dr. Ishiki and Akechi-san, for receiving us. I look forward to hearing from you. Futaba-chan, Kurusu-kun, it was a pleasure meeting you. Oh, and Morgana-sama, my respects. Good luck in that world. Come back safe.
Akechi.
Yes?
I don't forgive you.
I didn't expect you to.
And I haven't decided that you're right about Maruki. I told you how my father died, did I not?
Yes. But no matter what you may think or accuse me of, 10 years ago, I was 9 years old. I couldn't have been playing any part in the conspiracy that killed your father.
You still owe me.
I fail to see how?
If Maruki really brought my father back, if that life was as real as this one, I'm not going to condemn him simply because all of you tell me to.
All right.
All right?
Don't base your opinion on what any of us tell you. Question us. Question Mr. Right. Question what you remember and what you believe you want. Just make certain that whatever conclusion you reach is yours. I've reached mine, Amari. I intend to reclaim my freedom and accept whatever consequence awaits me afterward.
Good night, Akechi.
Good night, Amari.
My apologies for the delay. I saw your text, but I was working on final adjustments to Skytree's billboard and lost track of time. Did I miss anything?
So, have you decided which route we're trying next with Raoul's boat?
Could these questions wait until I'm no longer standing here in my underwear?
Why? And when are you going to buy your own loungewear?
Goro?
Yusuke, I'm changing.
I can see that. I had an idea that may reinforce our attacks in the cognitive world, but I would like to hear your thoughts on it.
Let me change. We'll discuss it afterward.
But what if I forget some crucial detail that remains vivid in my mind at present?
Yusuke. I didn't think I would have to spell this out to you, but you seem to possess a remarkably short memory. If Akira walks in and finds the two of us alone in a locker room while I'm in my underwear, he is going to lose his shit.
Oh, true. That would jeopardize the mission and, by extension, potentially bring about the downfall of the world. I shall wait outside.
Yusuke, goddammit. I appreciate the ego boost, but you'll have plenty of other, safer, pieces of art to look at in Paris. Off you go.
Hey, hey. He said he had an idea to reinforce our attacks. Do you think it could be...
You clearly have something in mind. What is it, little prince?
Mwahaha, you'll see.
I saw Yusuke come out of the locker room.
We were fucking...
Oh, your esteemed soulmate and boyfriend possesses a rather morbid sense of humor.
I know.
Now, what was this idea of yours, Yusuke?
Yes! Painting my piece for Tokyo Skytree gave me a vivid concept for a coordinated attack. It would unfold as follows. And that concludes my vision. What do you think?
I admit it sounds very intriguing. I can certainly live up to your vision. Whether you'll be able to keep up with me, however, remains to be seen.
I would not dare disappoint you. Let us bring this masterpiece to life.
Oh, there it is! I knew it! The star heard Yusuke's wish. You know what that means, don't you?
A Showtime attack. Those deal an unparalleled amount of damage.
Yeah, and they look really stylish.
Is this what you hoped would happen when you gave it to me?
I wasn't sure. I only wanted to know whether it would answer you. I hope it improves the team's chances in there. Good luck.
Thank you.
You think you're the victim? You're always the one messing things up.
Do you think Mom would be happy if she saw me die? She worked so hard just for us to end up like this. Shido abandoned Mom. And now you want to do the same with the only person who actually loves you? You really want to be just like him?
Don't you want to scream? Don't look at me like that.
The fuck are you talking
You'll
about?
acclimate eventually. Though if I were you, I'd see his mother in the real world before coming back here.
We're not stopping till we hit that damn island! Mona! Fox! Report!
Akechi-kun, perhaps you shouldn't try to force yourself back in there so soon. What you experienced yesterday was...
I'm fine. It hardly qualifies as traumatic compared to what I've already endured, I assure you. I simply need to calm down. Once I do, sleep will follow.
Experiencing worse doesn't make this harmless.
I'm aware, thank you.
If it wasn't for you, we'd be totally fine. Every single time, you're the one at fault.
I did what I had to do.
You killed Futaba's mother and you dare pretend to play hero? You're a fraud! You're nothing but a murderer playing dress-up!
God damn it.
Still awake?
Whenever we have an expedition planned, I make a point of exhausting myself during the day. Usually that's enough. I don't know why tonight should be any different.
You didn't exactly tell us much about that creature, just that it used illusions against you. Maybe getting it out of your system would help.
At least one of you seems remarkably untroubled. Either that, or his feline instincts have prevailed over everything else.
There's nothing to get out of my system. Those illusions were merely provocations meant to frighten us into retreating. Now that we know what awaits us, there's no rational reason to remain uneasy.
Your pulse disagrees.
Excuse me?
I can see it beating in your neck.
Creepy? Inari, you're being weirdly quiet. Are you okay?
I'm fine, I believe. Although, I do wish we'd had time to discuss those hallucinations. Then again, perhaps refusing to linger on them is wiser.
Dude, do you even know what loyalty means? If you don't support him now, then what's your friendship even worth?
That wasn't truly Ryuji, was it? Merely Maruki's hold over his psyche given form.
Precisely. It was nothing worth wasting our energy on. Now, if all of you would kindly shut up, I may still manage to fall asleep before morning.
You're just some criminal trash leeching on our leader! I hate you! I can't...
For real, I hate you.
I hate you, Akechi!
Do you want me to?
If the next words out of your mouth are "get into bed with you," I strongly advise you to reconsider them.
Give you some advice?
Oh, what is it?
Whenever I couldn't sleep, I used to pet Mona. It's calming. Worked almost every time.
Pet Mona? Thanks.
You're welcome.
A little spark dancing in the wind, unassuming it descends into the night. We paid it little mind. At first we should have known their plan, their lie. It was just a little smoke creeping underneath our door, like we've ignored so many times before. But you've broken us down. That little spark you tried to hide, it's now burning from inside. You light the flame, we'll give you ashes. If you rig the game, we'll bring the masses. When everything you built collapses, and all is said and done, we'll see who's really won. It all started with a flash, and then we felt the blast. I still recall the smell of burning tires. Then someone yelled, hit the ground! With scattered bodies all around. That little spark just set the world on fire. You light the flame, we'll give you ashes. If you rig the game, we'll bring the masses. When everything you built collapses, and all is said and done, we'll see what's really won. Was the cost worth the risk? How did we end up like this? Do we lend a helping hand, or raise an angry fist? That blank stare in the mirror, do they see what I see? Who here has been chosen? Was it you? Was it me? Better fight still awaits a decider of fates. Death still calls for us all, the ones who are forced to wait. You lit the flame, we gave you ashes. You rigged the game, we brought the masses. Nobody ever really wins these fights. Was it worth all of the pain and sacrifice? You lit the flame. They always wanted us to burn. You rigged the game. When are we ever gonna learn? Who takes the blame? Our hope is lost if we don't try. Try to change what we've become. We're gonna burn for what we've done. We're gonna burn.